Hello, I'm Lady Gaga, and today I'm gonna let Elle ask me anything. I mean, not really, but. What is one track you wish you had released as a single? I was gonna say Bloody Mary, but like I actually don't feel that way because I don't think that song would have been big when I put out Born This Way, and it like became big over time. So it was like ahead of its time, that song. Also, I don't know that Jenna Ortega was alive when I put that song out. I feel like the fans would really have liked it if Government Hooker had been a single, but you know, they can't always get what they want. What is your favorite lyric that you've written? There's a song on LG7. The lyrics are, saw your face and mine in a picture by our bedside. It was cold in the summertime. We were happy just to be alive. I love that lyric. It was cold in the summertime.
Is there a lyric that fans quote to you the most?
One of my favorite things that they do is if I see them like on the street outside the hotel, they'll just like blurt out a lyric as like a way of saying hello. I'll be like, always remember us this way. How would you describe the LG7 era in 3 words? That is really hard. Dark, poetry, hard. I definitely didn't adhere to any one genre, but the beats are all really hard. So that was sort of the through line, is like sonically, the album is like pretty hard hitting. What excites you most in fashion right now? I love watching young designers. There's this girl, Alona, who makes these like really beautiful baby doll dresses, and I've been wearing those a lot. Makes me feel like a porcelain doll. You know, I do sometimes buy into trends, but I don't mean to. And then as soon as I realize I'm buying into it, I do away with it right away. What does a date night with Michael consist of? Snuggling with the dogs and cooking, talking about the day, and we usually like also sometimes invite his mom. It's like a 3-person date.
Who of the two of you is more likely to plan a date night?
Michael. Oh, that makes me feel so bad to say that.
Oh, is he romantic?
He is romantic, but he's just like really good at planning, and he just, you know, when I plan a date night, it's more at home. So he plans the going out and I plan staying home. What song do you currently have on repeat? Right now, I have the whole album actually on repeat because I'm working on the track listing. Yeah, it takes hours. I have a really eclectic style of music. I don't like fall in love with just one song. I just like listen to as much music as possible. I got really into listening also to like instrumental guitar this summer. What is the biggest risk you've taken musically? I think making jazz was a big risk because I think people thought I was crazy. But I mean, you had to really have a great song for it to make it into the Great American Songbook. So I would say that was a big risk because a lot of people didn't want me to do it, but I did it anyway. I love all different kinds of music, and I feel like part of the joy of being a musician is that you are a student. And if you are not a student, for me, that's kind of a boring expedition. It's kind of like being an explorer, but you don't really want to find anything. How has acting informed or changed your approach to music? Acting is really improvisational, and just that there's so many different ways to interpret an idea. And I always say that when I'm writing music, I always say I'm listening for it because I can hear the melody and I can hear the lyrics. So, you know, the better you are at listening, the closer you get to the idea. And then, you know, similarly to acting in music, you know, there's just so many different ways to try it. What is one song you'll never stop performing? I would say definitely Born This Way, definitely Bad Romance. And also my vocal warm-ups. I'll always do those in the shower for sure. What is one Easter egg you didn't think your fans would catch? I wasn't actually sure that they were gonna figure out that we were spelling disease on Spotify the whole time that was happening. I just was like, what do they know now? Do they know now? So, you know, I don't think there's one that I didn't think they would get. I feel like I make them really easy. I should get better at making them harder. I love so much seeing them dissect what things mean. Sometimes they're just so dead on, and other times they'll like find meaning in it that I didn't even know was there. And I think that's cool too, because I think sometimes when you're creating, you put stories into your work and you don't even realize you're doing it. It's just like showing up and it's there, and sometimes you're aware of it and sometimes you're not. So I really like seeing what they see. What advice would LG7 give LG1? LG7 would tell LG1 not to be so hard on herself all the time. You know what? I would say that when I put out LG1, I already felt like I'd made it. Like it wasn't my record sales that made me feel like I made it. I felt like I made it when I was living on the Lower East Side and I was going to vintage shops and like making my own costumes and performing out in the city. Like that was some of the most beautiful time in my life. And then everything that happened after was pretty wild. And yeah, I can't believe I'm still doing it. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out my cover of ELLE.